Alright, so I'm cleaning the kitchen, and I like to kind of get rid of things that are going old when it's like the end of the week. I'm just like cleaning the pantry, and I noticed that I had some bread that we did not use these two, and we did not use some of this loaf of bread. One of the kids threw it down and got smashed. So what I'm going to do is to not waste anything. I had a little bit of cornbread left over from last night from chili night also, and I went ahead and crumbled that up and put in a freezer bag and threw in the freezer because I can save that for my cornbread dressing next week. You can also, if you want to save yourself time, if you happen to be making cornbread dressing also, you can go ahead and prep it this weekend, put it in the freezer bag also, and save yourself some time next week in the kitchen when you're doing everything else. So first thing we're going to do is let's come in. You can crumble it with your hands, or if you want to make it look a little bit more like uniform. You know how you get the like Pepperidge Farm, they have theirs like cubed. It's kind of like croutonish looking. Alright, so basically we're just going to make our own breadcrumbs, and it's a great alternative to those boxed stuffings. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that in. And then you cannot like waste anything you've got. You probably already have some bread. Maybe it's going stale before it does. Instead of making French toast, it's the holidays. Let's do our own breadcrumbs instead. Because it's all about saving some money and repurposing it. Why not? Because it's just so much better. Alright, this is a little smushed. It's not cutting. So you can cut it whatever size you want. It really doesn't matter because when I go to make my dressing, it's going to crumble up anyways. So I'm not really too worried about the sizes. So we're grabbing all those loaves of bread you got sitting around your house. Go ahead, cut them up, toss them up, crumble them up, do whatever you want. Take a little bit if you want to do some butter. I'm going to grab a little bit of, got some oil right here. I'm just going to grab a little bit of canola oil, whatever. Give it a quick little toss. You could do melted butter, but I'm cleaning the house and got things to do. I'm not doing all that right now. Vegetable oil, it's going to do just fine. Just enough to coat it. That way some seasoning is going to stick to it. All right, let me rinse my hands. Then you come in. Get all your favorite seasonings, like whatever you want to do for your, like whatever, like normally like Italian seasonings, things like that. So I have my own blend. It's got a little bit of onion, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. I'm going to throw that all over here. Give it a quick toss. Boom. And then I'm going to throw this on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper so there's no mess. And you're just going to put this, and it's cold today too. It's a little chilly outside. So this also helps warm my house up a little bit. So like win-win. So I have to go get AJ. I usually leave around 11:15. So I'm just going to put this in the oven at about 200 and like let it dry out till it's about time to go get him. I'll check on it. It should be like crispy like croutons, and then I'll pop it out, throw it in a freezer bag, and save it for when I do my cornbread dressing. That way I don't have to go buy one of those boxes of stuffing. So this is just an alternative. If you wanted to use up what you got in the house, you can do it yourself.